JoJo Speaks is a YouTube channel that goes live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary. Come join the Light of the Leo, Mr. T.D. McCullum, and our good friend Mike, Mr. Real 121, for fun and JoJo's unique spin on today's top stories. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Do you enjoy smooth jazz saxophone? T.D. McCullum has 2 singles available with more to come. The first is an original song called Groove With Me, featuring the classic sounds of Washington, D.C. go-go and his smooth jazz saxophone. The second is called Drunk on Love, a smooth jazz saxophone cover of Rihanna's Drunk on Love from her 2011 Talk That Talk album. Both are available on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, and more. Add them to your favorite library and playlist today. And follow Tyrone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Mr. T.D. McCullum for your music and bookings. If you are struggling to figure out who you are and where you're heading, but need a little light to bring you back on track, subscribe to the Light of the Leo for some healing and real conversation. Here is where you will find encouragement and the reminder that you are not alone. Continue your journey to freely be yourself at all times with the Light of the Leo. She goes live Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her co-host, accountability partner, and little bro, JoJo Speaks. Join Faithful Warrior Ministries for our family and friends Saturday morning prayer. Every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time catching up, sharing testimonies, and having transparent, real conversations about life. We encourage each other and show how we can fit God into each equation of our lives. Enjoy a devotional reading and family prayer. You have a prayer family with Faithful Warrior Ministries. Subscribe on YouTube at Faithful Warrior Ministries, and on Facebook, like us at Faithful Warrior Men. That's M-I-N as in Ministries. Join Pastor Lorenzo Evans and Living in Grace Ministries. The messages are not social media driven. They teach what's true and not what's popular. Living in Grace Ministries goes live every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube to Living in Grace Ministries and click on the notification bell. Pastor Lorenzo also has It Takes a Village podcast on the first and third Saturday of each month, pushing to bring back the village concept. We are more powerful when we are united. Together we stand, and division is not an option. Subscribe to the Juice Radio and Talk Show for a unique way of looking at today's issues with an amazing and opinionated cast of co-hosts. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and Hot Topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our Single Moms Club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course our Cooking with Clovis. All of that is coming here. Join us, the Juice Radio and Talk Show.
Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to JoJo Speaks. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to press the subscribe button. Subscribe to JoJo Speaks so that you do not miss a video. Also, be sure to give us a thumbs up on this video. We'd like to see some comments as well. Let us know your thoughts on the topics that we're discussing today. We'll want to hear them or see them, rather. And also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones, all those that you know. Let them know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. I got my crew back again, Jennifer, Tyrone, and Mike. What's going on, y'all?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So the first topic that we must discuss, it's been out for about 2 weeks now, but I really got into it this week. So George Santos, not George Santos, Lord have mercy, not that thief, liar, and Ron DeSantis. He signed into law a new curriculum for slavery studies. And that they're going to talk about the bad things, of course, that happened in slavery. But they also put in one little line that says that slavery allowed some slaves to benefit from slavery with
skills.
Certain things that they learned, skills that they learned while being enslaved. to help them to prevail or to increase or to do better in their lives. He was asked about this during a conference. He said, "Oh, I didn't do it." He signed it into law, but he said, "I didn't do it." Ask the school board, ask them what they were doing. He said that there were scholars that had their input into these curriculums. There are also Black people. There was a Black man, I can't remember what his name was, but he came out and defended what they said in these curriculums. They're trying to teach that slaves benefited from being slaves. Kamala Harris went to Tallahassee. She went out and spoke out against it. Tim Scott came out, presidential candidate. He's number 3 in the running right now. He's moving on up, y'all. He is moving on up, right behind DeSantis. He came out and spoke up against it. Other Black Republicans have come out and spoke up against it. What did you guys think when y'all heard this? I'll give my thoughts last, but what did you guys think when you heard this, when you first heard this?
Buffoonery, and that's what I thought.
Buffoonery!
My thing is, how does one think that a slave benefit from being a slave? If it was such a benefit, why didn't white people do it?
Right. That's a good question.
If it's such a benefit, why are you trying to change it? Change history.
Mm-hmm.
If it was such a positive thing. If it was such a benefit to Blacks, why were we fighting for change?
Mm-hmm.
If it benefited us so much.
Right.
And then if it was such a benefit, why can't you answer the question when it was asked?
Right. Mm.
So I would like to know that, because we all, you will hope that even racist white people would think that was just stupid what he was talking about.
Right. Who would approve this?
The person that benefited was them, because they damn sure didn't benefit us. We had to learn because that's the environment we was in, but it didn't benefit us at all.
And who's to say that they didn't have those skills before you brought them over here?
But how would you know what skills they taught? Because you wasn't with us. All you did was tell us what to do. So how would you know what skills that we learned?
Okay.
This might make me mad. I might see somebody right on the street and slap the shit out of them. Let me not even talk about this no more. Benefits. Ooh, child.
Benefits. For me, I feel that it's like spitting in our faces.
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
That's how it feels to me. That's how it comes across to me. Now, I would like to say that I am happy that there are plenty of African American Republicans that are speaking against what he's saying and how he's just going way too far. Even Tim Scott from South Carolina. Now, we're not going to talk about him. I have so many words about that man.
Why are we not going to talk about Tim Scott?
On to Satan's moment.
Talk about him.
There's a lot of rumors about that man and what he does when he go home. That's all I got to say.
And I don't believe those rumors, to be honest. But let's go ahead, Jennifer.
He ain't helping. That's all I can say. He's not helping those rumors. Anywho,
I feel like there's not enough people standing up and saying something and talking. It's not people who have voices that actually can be heard easily. Like that's people like us. It needs to be people. If somebody was to rob somebody, it would be 1,000 people on Facebook and all this kind of stuff, making all kind of rallies about it. I feel like there's not enough people standing up to this man.
Right. Agreed.
I do agree, and I think it's the people in his own state. It's as if how there's like people from Miami that says Miami and Florida are like not the same.
Right.
It's so different. Like I feel like those segmented things, people feel like they are not a part of that. But they certainly are.
I think we remember Black people. I mean, things like this, we should take a fight and fight for another state. Like we should all come together and fight this. Like this is ridiculous.
Now I can say that people are not only moving away from Florida, they are leaving the state of Florida in droves, but they're also not traveling to Florida to visit. Is really getting bad for their economy, and of course that the ban that they did for people of immigrants and things of that nature.
Immigrant workers,
They're
migrant
not
workers.
able to work, so things are not getting built, things are not happening, and also on top of that, right now the people, I think there's like 5 states that allow for for asylum for migrants to come to their states. Driver's license from those states are not being recognized starting, I believe it's August 1st.
For Florida.
Their drivers, no. Yeah, for the state of Florida. If they drive into the state of Florida, their driver's license would not be recognized. So it just feels like Florida's going down in hellfire, unfortunately. And I feel like there may be, I'm not going to talk about that because the FBI might try to get at me.
Well,
but I'm going to leave that alone.
That is
the views and opinions expressed in this video and on this show.
Yes.
Are just that.
Just that. They don't necessarily reflect the whole viewpoints.
The
host.
Thank you.
All topics are for entertainment purposes.
Purposes only. So
do
being that this
chaos, we ain't got no money for y'all.
All commentary and
viewpoints
are alleged.
Being that this is only for entertainment, I just want to make sure I say, like, I'm just keeping my eye on Florida at the moment to see what's to happen next. Y'all might need to pray for DeSantis.
Well, I'll say like this. If what we're seeing in the state of Florida is a prediction to the divided states, not the united, the divided states of America, that republic will not stand.
Oh no, we can see that clearly.
Right.
Because
but
specifically on this particular topic, what are your thoughts on this particular topic?
It's ridiculous.
It's all been a slippery slope, because what is the next thing that you're going to be fear-mongering about and spreading this mass hysteria about? Replacing it, as we're talking about being woke society. And so your thing is, well, if you're waking up, let me replace the thing that you're waking up about
with lies,
with a filter, and say, oh no, don't worry about all of that. Look at this.
He clearly
And now they're at the point where you know, with the curriculums changing and things of that nature, it's getting really difficult to hire teachers now.
Yeah,
because they're not.
I wouldn't want to be a teacher. First of all, I won't be a teacher of these kids. These
right.
Kids, but for you, if I had to teach, if I was a history teacher where I had to like teach American history, and I would start with Christopher Columbus, and I got to go to slavery after. Slavery then Christopher Columbus. I would be like, I'm not teaching none of it. We're gonna start from 9/11 on up.
But see, here's the thing about that. At some point, they wanted to change and reshape the narrative around 9/11.
Yeah.
You can't change that. I was around for that, so you cannot change that.
Right.
That is the problem. There are so many people that were still alive to this day that were affected by these things.
When I watch those videos to this day, and I'm an adult now, and I understand more of what happened then and now than I did when I was in 5th grade when it actually happened.
Yeah, when I saw it on
that
TV.
stuff like really almost makes me cry to this day.
I'm old.
You are.
You see people jumping out the buildings.
Hey, stop that. Okay.
See,
so they can't. They better not. I mean, but you know what? Maybe that's what needs to be. Maybe that's what has to happen for people who's actually part of that, or families within that. Because that didn't just affect Black people. That's white people, Hispanic people, all people. So maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe they try to change that history. Then people will come together and try to make a change.
No, I honestly believe that there always will be someone that will want to alter the story
Absolutely.
of his
Mm-hmm.
story, because that's all it is to people. It's a story
It's not a
until
story to
you
some
put it
people.
into their face with concrete evidence. Hey, this is the ball and
No,
chain that they
until
carried
it happened to
around.
their family, that's what it's going to make a change.
But see, that's what
Right.
makes it real, because that person who is now reliving the thoughts and the memories of that being
Or
passed
until they
down,
get
That
sued for
shouldn't make it real.
defamation.
What?
it makes it real, because you're like, your family did this to my family.
Mm.
But
now you have
it's not
to-
having a heart to me.
You
Because
have to
even
be
though
held accountable for it.
we weren't slaves at all, but we can still feel that
The effects.
the effects of that.
Right.
I can still feel like that was no benefit. Okay.
No, it
Right.
wasn't a benefit to put a monetary value to a lot of this, because that's what they're looking at as the monetary dollars. Is their generation had a head start 5 times ahead of ours before we could even hit the starting line. They got ahead 5 times before us, and they're like, that don't matter. Your handicaps don't matter. None of that happened. Who? You're still in the game, right?
You just got to work hard.
You just keep working hard.
Anywho.
By then,
Right.
they're 15 times ahead of us, and they're like, oh, well, we're good.
Right. And I have a good feeling that if more of our white Republicans would come out and speak against this, they might be able to get some black votes. They might be able to be seen in a different light. I feel as though if Trump said something about this, which I'm
Now,
sure
you know
that he
damn
would,
well
but if
Trump ain't
Trump
saying
were to say
shit
something
about
about
that.
this, like, people might actually think of him differently and think that he might be a little bit smarter, but I know that he wouldn't say it. So
I knew it
that's
wouldn't
not
be
gonna
him saying it. I knew that if he said that, it wouldn't be him saying it.
Right. Tyrone?
The Republican Party doesn't want to have this conversation because
Of course not.
they were the originators of the 40 acres and a mule. And that, holding their feet to the fire for that they owe, is a problem to them, because they can't quantify it today. And when they do try to quantify it, it is too expensive in their head, because they don't want to put the dollars where their mouth was.
No, what
for
they're
what
going to
was
say
said.
is, what the Republican Party is going to say is, back then, blacks were Republicans, because that is the truth. But it was totally different back then also. Things definitely changed. But they're never going to admit to their... I mean, hell, we can see that it could be a video, on video, and they still won't admit it, okay? But you know what? I don't know. Because...
they won't.
What's Trump's vice president name? He shot
Mike
me
Pence.
this week. He shot me
Pence.
this week, so you never know what might happen, okay?
But see, Pence was also trying to repent for the sins of Trump.
In what way?
And
he actually told all of the truth recently.
He
sure
recently
did.
told all
did.
the truth. And why? Because his soul was on the line. His soul was on the line.
No,
That was the reason why.
He probably on the line, not his soul.
See that's the thing. To them, he is on the line, but he's thinking about his soul at the same time, because he knows on the side of history he would have to
steal somebody's soul before he had done or agreed to half the stuff he has agreed to.
Aaron is here. Say hey, Aaron.
Remember to ring the doorbell on your way in. Yes.
Look, I would say like this. He is the first person that I will recognize from that party that has really drawn that line in the sand and chose a side.
That's true.
Everybody else is still dancing around it.
Omarosa.
Dancing around
Even
it.
Omarosa.
Dancing
God
around
bless him. I pray she continues to get lotion and good weave.
I mean, well, her hair is always on point now.
I mean,
Aaron
good
also
genes.
says, getting to watch Jonathan and the Light of the Leo 3 times a day. Can I get any luckier? Oh, no, Aaron.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for that.
So sweet. She also says, if you missed it, check out the Light of the Leo and the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Can you click? I don't know why you keep up. Okay, and of course, she also said hey to everyone in the Facebook world. Oh, it's on my Facebook right now, Jonathan. I'm gonna have to get your Facebook on here, Jonathan. One day, Jesus. Anyway,
it's a whole fandom over there that don't even know.
Aaron gave you hearts, and the Juice Radio and Talk Show says hello. Hey. And Sabrina Kirkland, she says hello, beautiful people.
Hi,
hey, Sabrina. Welcome to our riveting conversations. And everybody says hello to beautiful Sabrina.
Yes. Now, Jonathan, did you give your opinion? Because we already on 21 minutes.
And one quick question, Sabrina, that lion up in your thing, what does that stand for that lion? Okay, keep
Leo.
Pushing. Oh, you mean the Leo right here?
I'm not a Leo fan, but I like you.
Thank you.
You know, my first love was a Leo, and trash.
Wait a minute.
I was in love with that Leo. I was 18 and dumb, okay?
See, that's what happened. Look,
I
I'm
have
tell you.
never cried over somebody in my whole entire life like I did that person right there. Nameless, he shall remain.
Let me tell you something.
Wow.
These Leos, when they want to break somebody's heart, they break it all the way.
What?
Wow. Well, my opinion on this particular subject is that this is, much like Mike said, this is buffoonery. This is nothing but a lie. And for Ron DeSantis to come out and say that Kamala Harris is trying to spread a lie concerning this curriculum that you signed, Ron DeSantis, that you approved. Maybe you didn't read it. Maybe you didn't read all of the print because it's a couple pages long, but you still signed it and you still approved it. And you're still trying to defend it because he came out later. I think he was standing outside of his bus on one of his campaign stops and is still saying that is right for them to do this and that he still supports it 100%. So
but I'm excited to see him in debates. I don't think he'll be able to make it.
No, he won't. He will get ate up on that debate stage, more than likely by Chris Christie. He's personally my favorite
absolute Chris Christie
candidate. To be honest, he will get you two and together, okay? And he got the words to do it for you. So I just hope that this doesn't turn into something even worse. But I don't know how it could get any worse than you trying to say that Black people benefited from slavery. But I'm sure they'll try to find ways to do it.
This is probably the only time I agree with Trump. It's a sad day in America.
It is a sad day in America. Speaking
and
of
we can
Trump,
laugh about that too.
Speaking of Trump, today Trump was arraigned for federal charges on trying to overturn the 2020 election. This is his third indictment this year alone. His third indictment this year alone. And we know that there are more to come. Fulton County has still yet to indict former President Trump. That's the one that I know he's going to be found guilty on anything because they have audio evidence of him trying to make the Secretary of State of Georgia to find those votes for him to overturn.
Well, that might be why Pence came out. Pence might be getting scared that he might be next.
Right, exactly.
And also, what was his old lawyer's name?
Rudy Giuliani.
Giuliani, he done spilled his beans too.
Oh yes.
So Mike Pence was interviewed, and he told the interviewer from Fox News that Trump and his lawyers told him to reject the electors and to try to overturn the election. So we know that Pence will be on that stand, and Pence will be testifying against Trump. Where do you see
like a canary?
Wait.
Okay.
Did you see the other part where he was saying a guy like that shouldn't be able to become president again?
Yes, again.
Right.
I said he should have been president and he couldn't be president again.
Bang, bang. Shots fired.
Exactly. The judge for this particular case is an African American woman who was
Yes.
put on the bench by President Barack Obama.
Obama,
Okay.
yes.
I was watching The View, and Sunny Hostin, the lawyer on the show, said
Yes,
that
Sonny.
in DC, they tend to try to get these trials to go pretty quickly. I
Mhm.
believe I can't remember when his next court date is. But how do you guys feel that this is going to affect Trump's run for president in 2024?
I
Not at
feel
all.
like the Republicans who are for Trump are still going to be for Trump.
Right.
But I feel like they can be for Trump, but he won't have an opportunity to run again. Now, hopefully he won't. And my thing is, I just feel like if this was Obama
Come on.
or maybe any Democrats, this would even be a conversation. Like, I don't understand how Trump is still walking around freely.
He'd be in jail.
Right. In jail.
I got some comments here. Sabrina had said,
It's the lion and the lamb.
It's the lion and the lamb. I love it. I love it. Antley is here. Everybody say hey to Antley. He says, I will say this. If he runs for president, we in trouble. If he's not allowed to run for president, we in trouble. Dang if he dang if he do, and dang if he don't. They all running for president, I believe, with all my heart. They're running from DeSantis on. Well, DeSantis, he's trying to run right now. God bless him. He has so many. He has so many investors pulling out right now because he just ain't a good look at the moment because of all the things he's doing in Florida.
Right. He had to fire a third of his crew because they've been overspending. Taking private jet flights here and there, thinking that it's not going to cost nothing. Child, when your name is not Clarence Thomas, you can't be gallivanting around like you got money like that.
I think I really
if you don't have a benefactor
right now.
Child, Aaron says, "LOL, Mike, that was amazing." And the Juice Radio and Tasha says, "Aaron, you are the best." And of course, she said hello to Antley out there in Facebook land. All right.
It's such a tragedy. It's all a tragedy.
Yeah, I bet so. And I can't
Thanks, Mr. Trump.
Go to prison.
Prison. Okay.
America, it's gonna be a dark day.
America is sad. No, America is not sad.
I just tell you, it's a dark day in this country.
So, Jonathan, just a really quick question. Did you hear about the legitimacy of aliens now? They said that there are aliens?
I have been hearing whispers about this. I really don't want to entertain those things, to be honest.
Well, I'm at the point now where life is so hard right now. I don't even give a fuck.
It don't matter.
Thank you.
I'm so numb to it.
If they ain't coming here to pay no rent,
even if I see them, I'll be like, wow.
Okay, y'all out there, we over here, and that's how we're gonna keep that. Okay.
And Jonathan, it wasn't a whisper. There was an actual whole congressional conversation.
Hearing.
They said yes, non-humanoids. So yeah, there's aliens that they know of out there. The Juice Radio and Talk Show says, how come every time I hear a Trump name, I hear a Charlie Brown teacher? Antley says, I'm not worried about Trump. I'm more worried about the Trump supporters of Trump.
Well, they're going to just keep lying like they've been lying. So, I mean, it don't matter.
Right.
They're going to believe anything that Trump do. It's fine.
It's certainly fine. God bless him.
All right. So on to our next topic. So famed performer Lizzo has been sued by 3 of her backup dancers for sexual harassment and a hostile work environment. What was that reaction for?
This is not funny.
Because this right here this has been like shocking. Well, shocking, and then also it's like, I'm surprised how big it has gotten.
It's gotten huge.
On my timeline today, I was on Instagram. I opened my Instagram up. It was like the first 4 posts about
Yeah.
Lizzo.
Yes.
And I definitely have an opinion, but go ahead and tell everybody what's going on, Jonathan.
Right. So these three backup dancers are alleging that Lizzo made them touch others inappropriately in certain ways in clubs and whatnot. They're saying that Lizzo is not easy to work with. They're saying that she actually body shamed them. They are actually full-figured women. And it's so crazy that they're saying that Lizzo was body shaming these women, saying that they were gaining weight and things of that nature. And they're also saying that, she has a very hostile work environment. I was very shocked by this. And I also was shocked when I read Lizzo's response to this, because it didn't seem like she was necessarily saying that this didn't happen. She was saying that she works a certain type of way. She has certain standards and things of that nature. So to me, I'm just going to wait until more details come out, because I did watch the interviews, and the story sounds so believable. And I will say that I do want to believe these women. However, at the same time, it could be a money grab. So what do you guys think about this? I don't know where I stand.
Lie. It was all a lie.
It's Carly Russell Lie. Yes.
I'm going to stand with Lizzo on this. Let me tell you what. I wouldn't know. TikTok has everything. So
they
looked at the charges. Well, not the charges, but the claims.
The claims,
and
yes.
Sexual assault wasn't one of the claims on Lizzo at all. It was that it was a hostile work environment, and a lot of stuff wasn't on Lizzo. A lot of stuff was just on like other people around Lizzo.
Yes.
Was on the docket.
The dance captain and other people.
Gotcha.
But my thing, and the weight thing was like. But my thing is, I put myself in people's shoes. Yes, you can be a plus size dancer, but you still can't be gaining weight all the time, because you still gotta keep up your momentum and everything.
And these athletes need to continue to fit.
And just because I'm plus size, I'm the artist. This is my show. You still have to go around when I'm tired and breathing heavy. I still have to remain looking at you and make sure you give me energy. I feel off you now. Okay, so yes, if you're gaining weight and the outfits are getting, this is money out of my pocket.
Okay.
So yes, I'm going to let you know. Toni Braxton told her sisters that if your stomach's sitting on your pants when you're sitting down, on your legs when you sit down, you can't be part of my show. Why is it that a skinny person can tell another skinny person that they can't gain weight, but a fat person can't tell another fat person that they can't gain weight?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called entertainment business. And my thing is, you done ruin it for other big dancers now, because now nobody want to work with y'all no more.
Right.
Nobody.
Because, do you think Beyonce doesn't have standards for her big girl dancers?
Did you not hear Frank Gaston curse Ashley out that time on that DVD?
Child.
About a hat on her head.
That's
bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find a way.
If they wouldn't be able to work for Beyonce, let me tell you that. But you never hear the skinny people are dancers complaining about hostile work environment. Right. So I think they just got too comfortable. Lizzo's a big artist, and she's been over. Mm-hmm. Why did you quit? Why did you work the whole tour? And why did you not quit?
And then a video of one of the dancers auditioning for Lizzo's show came out, resurfaced. And she was talking about the fact that she had worked with Lizzo on her tour, and she had such glowing remarks about Lizzo. And then now she's coming out and suing her. So
and this was and she recorded this after the supposed things had happened.
Right, exactly.
And now I've seen a little bit saying something to the effect of, well, when I saw that video again, I just saw how much I was just trying to make her happy. I was like, something's going on. Yes, Tom?
I'm going to stand with Lizzo on this one. I feel like Lizzo didn't say much or nothing, because she shouldn't be saying much or nothing.
Agreed.
She shouldn't be giving nobody nothing. But what I'm upset about is the people who are now fat shaming. How can somebody who's fat tell about something? I'm the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I'm the reason why the money's coming in.
Right. And some of y'all grandparents is fat and keep talking about y'all being fat too. I know my grandma's one of them. Mike, you still gaining weight like you didn't lost weight, grandma, and you big too. So, okay, so there's that y'all doing too much.
Way too much.
Way too much. And I'm gonna stand with Lizzo, and I hope that this doesn't break Lizzo, because she's already saying that No, it's already hard being big in the entertainment industry. Lizzo, I want you to stand strong in what you believe. This is only a test. It's not a testimony without a test. You're going to get through this, and your fans are still going to be beside you because we know this is not real.
Yes, Ty.
And you cannot Charlie Russell me. Because if you do, Lizzo,
it's going to be a problem.
Okay. It's going to be an issue.
A real problem.
Because what I'm saying now, I'm going to have to eat my words, eat crow.
And we ain't got no time for that.
No, we don't. We don't. Okay, we're not retracting like Mia Thornton. Okay, we don't do that over here. Okay.
Oh, man. I have a theory to throw in the place.
Okay.
What if the reason why they're doing this now is because they came up short on the check?
No,
they need to be suing for the check.
No, yeah, exactly. I don't think that has anything to do with the time.
Nobody works a whole tour. This has been on tour almost a year and a half.
Right.
Yes.
Because
performances, shows in the UK, the USA.
Right. They would have at least mentioned it if that was an issue, for sure.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
But I mean,
this sounds like the boss told you something and you got mad. And you gotta run up all your little friends. Oh, I just need let's go to HR and talk about and complain on her.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like these.
Oh, go ahead.
To me, it sounds like these women probably have never worked in the entertainment business before, and so when they get into this space where there are such high standards that they're not able to keep up and meet, then once someone approaches them about these things not being met, then they're surprised, and then they want to go run and sue.
Well, this is what's going on. Lizzo's a big girl.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that. It's not much love in the industry for a big girl like Lizzo.
Right.
But she already has pressure on her. Big dancers are not seen on stage, period.
Mm-hmm.
She has a whole crew of big dancers. Yes, I'm gonna be hard on you because they're hard on me. We all have to look like one big unit. If you look bad, that's a reflection of me. They're not gonna say, "Oh, that big girl." They're gonna be like, "Oh, Lizzo dancers are looking horrible." Lizzo, it's gonna all be tied to me.
Like, why did she choose them to be up on that stage?
Or I see why we don't be watching big dances because these girls can't even keep up. And what makes you think that like Beyonce doesn't do that? She might not say, but she has a dance captain that does.
Okay.
Beyonce will definitely be bossed up on
definitely.
Workout.
Okay.
Look,
and she'll do that live on stage. Somebody's getting fired.
Okay.
Look, Michael Jackson did it. He told him. I don't like that.
What I would like to say,
but he always ends the correction with love.
You're fired with love. I'm like,
you gotta get. I'm sorry.
People talk, y'all. Dang it.
Goodbye.
I have a quick. Just want to quickly say, I personally feel it's really too early for me to say anything. Believe anything. That's what I believe. It's too early for me to believe anything because we have not heard both sides, because for some reason I feel like this is about to fizzle out and nothing's going to come. Nothing's going to come of it. And I would just like to read this very simple quote. This is besides Mr. Real 121, he is my favorite. This person is Monty Wilder. He's like one of my favorite commenters here. He says, it's a picture of T.I. and Tiny. And he says, if these two avoided cancellation and survived their SA allegations, then Lizzo can survive hers. Hell, y'all still listening to R. Kelly, so Big Liz gonna be straight. 100%.
Not Big Liz.
Agree.
Big Liz.
And that's how
like you said,
Liz.
Jennifer, I'm more than positive that this is just going to fizzle out. These allegations just came out within the last day or so. So I'm sure we probably won't be hearing of this, at least within the next month or so. It's going to be old
next week
news.
We won't be hearing of this, okay?
Okay, and let me do these comments real quick. Can you click on this one, Tyrone, from the Juice Radio and Talk Show? She says, everyone can learn from this. Business owners keep business, and employees, 100%.
Right.
Aaron says, right now I'm waiting for more information, as we all are. However, I'm praying for everyone, for their mental health, exactly, for being able to move forward, and praying for all the good Lizzo had done, not being undone. Amen, Aaron.
That too.
That is major.
That was perfectly said.
The Juice Radio and Talk Show says, and let's say this is from ex-employees. Yes, this is true.
Correct.
This is
Yes,
from
it is.
ex-employees.
This
They
country.
should have spoke out before they were let go.
Right.
It would have been made their claims more heard. These are truths. These are very much so truths. Latoya's here. Hey, family.
Hey, Latoya.
Bam.
Hey. And she said she just got home. And and Aaron says, where is it? Oh, okay. Latoya says, Regina says, Latoya, where you been, sis? And Aaron says, glad you are home. I have missed you. It's like she was there. Anyway, Latoya says, hey, sis, me and Justin been out here in the streets trying to exchange uniform pants. That sounds
First
fun.
day of
wow.
school. First day
Sounds,
of school.
sounds like fun. They keep on growing.
Y'all can have
Hey.
it.
Aaron, how is Justin for they are really going into families talk. Hold on, let me just oh, he's loving being an upperclassman. That's that's Justin. God bless. Okay, and Fifi is up in this building.
Hey, Fifi.
She says hello. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Nobody else talking about Lizzo. Okay.
Fifi was laughing
Regina-
at us
Yeah, as per
with the
usual.
Michael Jackson.
Fifi
impersonations.
says, "Me too. It's too soon." Agreed. And also, Regina
y'all want
says,
to take everything that people taking into account. I'm gonna stand with Lizzo. I'm not waiting for it. It's not too soon for me to stand with you, Lizzo.
Big
like
leagues.
that.
"Okay, I'll say this. I do want to hear more information, but I am leaning more on Lizzo's side. That's
I
how
don't
I
see
feel.
Lizzo. I don't see Lizzo doing anything. I feel like I don't see it.
I see Lizzo as a direct woman. I see her telling you like it is. I see her telling you what it is. I see her having standards. And she said that in her statement. She has standards and things go a certain way. And things have to go a certain way in order for you to progress
I think
and
Nicki
to
Minaj
succeed.
That's
said
exactly
the
what I was
best
about
on
to
her
say. Yes.
When you speak up, then you're a bitch. If you're a woman,
Right.
but
You're
when a man
a
do
boss.
it, you're a boss.
Come
Right.
on. There's a
Are we
difference.
like Jennifer? Are we
We were
Yes.
I was
each other?
saying see each other. The Juice Radio Talk Show says, I'm sure Lizzo is learning a big lesson from this. Yeah, sometimes these hoes out here that just ain't loyal.
Right.
Dustin
I think
is
Lizzo
here.
be like Beyonce and just be quiet.
What up, Dustin?
And
Okay.
Latoya
Hey,
says, Latoya says, I think there's some truth in it. Now, that thing with the bananas, and I'm not going to go into details about it, but I
seen
did
it.
see the radio
Yeah.
thing where she was talking about that.
Mhm.
But it's like, I personally feel like they took the information from that
Mhm.
and said,
Ran
this
with
is
it.
what she did to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel they just
I don't think
took.
Lizzo did that to the. I don't think unless they was having a good time. I mean, I don't know. But my thing is, I'm sure
But she
it
said
was
that
like,
in a radio interview. She talked about that
yes.
with the banana
But she
thing.
didn't say
And
she was gonna do it to her dancers. She just said she want to put the.
that's the point.
Right.
I think they used that story
Against her.
Against her.
And she said she want to go to the place where they do that. That's what Lizzo said.
That's what
Right.
she said. But
Yeah.
I think they used that. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm standing with Lizzo.
I agree. I
Agreed.
do stand with her.
Big
Fifi
girls.
says this is such a stew culture anybody can follow suit.
Yeah.
You got that right.
Right.
The Juice says, from a business standpoint, I have had tenants call me racist, mean, nasty, unprofessional, and a whole lot more.
Right.
Okay. I mean, being a supervisor at that time, I've been called everything but a child of God.
Right.
And she continues on to say, and all kinds of things, and none of it is true. It came from the tenants that I had to evict.
Yeah, you
Of
always
course.
gonna be negative. Always gonna be a nasty.
Of
something when you
course.
have to do your job.
And Latoya says, but what about the people that are speaking up that are not in the lawsuit?
Only one person spoke who's not in the lawsuit. That was a video
One.
photographer. Okay, one.
Yes. Absolutely,
One.
and they said that Lizzo was hard to work with. They said that she wasn't necessarily that nice, but again, this is what you find really
But you sue
in
somebody
Well,
else
my
for
thing,
being
you
nice?
have to
because
be the boss.
they
I think
can't
when
be
you,
people's friends out here when there's
yeah.
money involved.
And my thing is when you have a certain people are looking at Lizzo as a joke from the very beginning.
This is
Okay,
Exactly.
true.
so
This
I
is true.
can't be on here looking any type of way. If I say do it this way, you do a total opposite. I'm not gonna say it 800 times the same thing. This
I'm
is
gonna knock
my
your head
money.
off.
You work for me.
Right.
It's like they're expecting her to come and say, "Come here, baby, give me a hug and feed you some neck bones and grits and stuff like that." It's not gonna work.
Not the
I
We
neck
out here
remember
bones and
doing big.
grits.
when
We
Beyonce
it's
said,
business.
"Now why these white can't?" I thought I told you this already, but
Oh,
it's still out here. And when she said that, then they got the work. They got the work done.
They
Now
not.
she meant business.
Okay.
Did they not? And you
So,
don't have to be a small person to make what you want known.
Right. So, do we have any other comments
They
before we move on?
they could be upset with her, or it could be true. So who knows? They're upset with her, and it's not true.
Absolutely.
I think this
No,
is
I think
upset
some
with
of it
her.
is true. That yes, it's probably a hard working
Yeah,
environment.
hard working environment. Yes.
Right.
Sometimes it might be a hard working environment. Sometimes on my job, sometimes I don't want to go to work either.
That's what I would expect if I was picked to be on an artist tour. I would expect for it to be a hard work environment. I would expect for there to be strict guidelines for me to have to follow in order to be on this person's tour. So
Yes.
I
And
get
also-
that. That's the name of the game in this business.
And they could be upset because they are big dancers. And let's be real, who else is hiring big
Right.
dancers?
They're
Well,
trying to
maybe
get
they-
a check, y'all.
They won't be
Yeah,
hired
what I said
again.
earlier.
They
Not
won't be
ever.
hired again. I guarantee you that. I don't
That's
care
exactly
what
what I said earlier. It's about the check.
Well, now they won't get now. What can
Not
you say?
now,
Now
none
near
check.
another.
Because
Right.
Beyonce ain't about to call him.
And
Okay,
that girl-
that's
that
what's
girl
not
got
about to happen.
that one being quiet. And
Yeah.
actually, speaking of Beyonce's dancer, that big one, she's just been promoted to captain,
Say
co-captain.
what?
Yeah,
She's been promoted to
the
co-captain.
Yeah.
And you know,
co-captain.
one thing that I've noticed, because of course I watch videos of Beyonce and her tour so often, they're not all a bunch of skinny mini girls. It's just like a
No.
couple of skinny girls, and like they mostly thick and got regular bodies. When they say
Well, I
like
guarantee if they get any weight, Beyonce's gonna be on their ass.
Right, of course.
I
But,
guarantee you that.
I just
You
want to
start
move.
slowing down the show.
I just want to go quickly into just a little bit of sad news.
Yeah.
Two sad stories. A young man by the name of O'Shea Sibley, who was living in New York. He was at a gas station and he was voguing to a Beyonce song. And apparently, I believe they said that it was a Muslim man, if I'm not mistaken, or some man approached them asking them why they were dancing the way that they were dancing. And when O'Shea was walking away to leave, he was unfortunately stabbed and he was unfortunately killed. Beyonce did come out and released a statement. I do not know exactly what that statement was, but she
I
did
found
send
it.
her love. Oh, okay. What was it?
it was rest in peace.
All right. So Beyonce
O'Shea.
did send her condolences, but I just want to say my condolences for that young man and his family.
Amen.
It's so sad that we can't be out here in the world and be ourselves, because we clearly know that it's going to be. They're saying that it's going to be charged as a hate crime
Yes.
because of the reason why he was killed, and we
Of
can all
course.
see that. Anybody with comments on that before we
Well,
move
I
forward?
will say you didn't say everything I want to say, and I will say this is the first time that anything about an LGBTQ. I went on the street one comments, and this is the first time I wasn't like wanting to go through the screen and punch somebody because
Wow.
everybody's actually making sense. She said, "Are you really kill somebody for dancing?" Because all he was for dancing. So this
Right.
world really has to change. It's a sad day in America, and this is just sad. You killed somebody for being gay, and they were dancing.
Right.
How you gonna go to jail for life, and how you gonna look? It's just so stupid. And my thing is, this is my motto: if you don't like the way somebody lives their life, don't live your life that way.
Right, exactly.
Amen.
Whoopi Goldberg always said, if you don't believe in gay marriage, then don't
Don't
marry
do
someone
it.
of the same sex. Okay?
Don't do it.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, it could all be so simple. but you'd rather make it hard.
That's what you'd rather do.
Right.
Lord have mercy. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, rest in peace to that young man, and rest in peace to his family and friends. Cause I know it's like, so hard.
It's
the way
horrible.
he passed away. It's like,
Right. And he was a beautiful dancer. I don't know if you guys saw the videos of him dancing, but he is a very talented
dance instructor as well.
Dancer. Yes. So condolences to him and his family. Another piece of sad news: a legend passed away at the age of 70. Mr. Paul Rubin, who was the man who played Pee Wee Herman, he died at the age of 70. He lost his battle with cancer. I watched
He didn't lose it.
I watched Pee Wee's Playhouse every single morning before going to school. I loved that show. That man was so entertaining and he was perfect for kids. I had no idea that he was 70 years old. That man didn't look a day over 50 to me, ever. In my mind, he always looked young to me. It's okay, Mike. You can roll your eyes all you want to. That's just my truth.
I put it on my screen.
Yeah, lies. You and your lies. You ain't no better than George Santos, child. Anyway, but
what's the lie?
I want to say my condolences to Mr. Paul Rubin and his entire family. He set the standard for kids shows.
I remember watching him when I was getting ready for school in the morning.
Exactly.
He did a little painting stuff too on the show.
Yes, he did so. Going into the paint. He did so much on his show. Had an amazing rapport with kids and was able to connect with us as children, getting us ready for our day. And I will love him forever and ever and ever and ever. You guys have any memories of Pee Wee Herman?
I mean, I was probably like 4, but I just remember him being on TV screen when I was younger. And I remember that the kids of this show because a lot of things of him being gay or something, and it's affecting the kids and all that drama. That's the last time I heard of him.
Right, exactly. And I will always remember seeing Lawrence Fishburne on his show playing that cowboy with that Jerry curl.
Right.
And like he didn't have the best country accent, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not going to grade you on your accent, sir. I mean, it was an awesome show. My favorite part of the show was the word of the day, when that word of the day printed out of that robot. And he showed it to you, and you had to scream every time that word was said. And I would actually scream every time the word was said.
I can see you doing it.
Okay, yes, proud. Okay, proudly yelling when the word was said. Okay, no shame in my game. But let's move forward. We need to talk about this bear in China, y'all. This bear that was standing up and waving at the people. People are saying that there was actually a human being inside of a bear suit that is posing as this bear.
I watched look kind of human-like though. When he stood up and showed a picture, it did like it was like a costume.
It sort of does look like a costume, but if you actually watch the video, you can see the way the bear was moving. It moved like an animal. You can tell that it was actually.
Maybe it could be someone who's really trained on how to move like an animal.
Right. Oh no, I don't think so.
Look, if they say aliens among us, then there's a man in that bear suit.
I just don't remember seeing a real bear looking like that.
Wait a minute. So y'all think that it was actually a human in a bear suit?
Okay, we need to not generalize this. This is not a y'all. This is they. Because I don't.
Okay, because I don't think it was a human.
So the Leo think it's a real bear.
Okay. Because let's be real.
Don't call me a Leo.
Nathan
is a Libra. I am a Libra.
Let me tell y'all something. When a bear or any other animal is in captivity so long, these animals learn the mannerisms and things of that nature of human beings. They're around them, they feed them, they make sure their enclosure's good and all that stuff. And they see them all day waving at them. It is
well, yeah, I didn't see real bears wave at people also. I mean, I'm not saying, but they also look like
said real bears.
Real bears.
Real bears.
Wow.
It did not look like a real bear to me.
But the reason why it didn't look like one is because this is a bear from China, a bear species that we are not used to seeing. So that's why it didn't look as real as it could look to you.
Because it was
a black Chinese don't look like black Chinese to me.
Wait. So because it was made in China?
Okay, Tyrone.
That's
your
your
hot
reason?
hand. It's hot in here. Anyway,
A bear is a bear. I don't care where you
bear's a
find
bear.
one at.
I'm
It might
just
be a different
saying
breed of bear, but it's gonna be a bear.
it is a different
It didn't-
breed for sure.
It didn't look real.
It is.
And don't act like people don't do things for clout.
Wait, you really think it was somebody in that body?
He does think
It
it
doesn't-
was a
it doesn't
human.
look like- It looks like it was a real bear. It don't look like it was a real
Look.
bear. It look like it was a costume.
I'm gonna
That
say
piece that go like right here, it looks like it's a costume.
that neckline.
Like you can take it off.
The bear
This is
and-
what I love. I love how we can agree to disagree.
And
I'm not agreeing.
fact,
I'm saying it's not real.
No, I'm disagreeing.
This
with
other
you.
fact.
Okay.
This other fact that I saw as a videographer looking at it from video, the mouth of that bear did not close. Okay.
Can we take into consideration how long this video was and the fact
No.
that you were
Oh,
not
no,
looking
no,
at
no,
this
no.
particular bear for an extended period of time?
You can believe it. Don't mean we have to.
No, I'm not trying to convince y'all of anything. I'm just making my
Absolutely
point here.
not.
Okay.
Because y'all can
And,
think
like-
whatever y'all want to do. I ain't
Like,
gonna.
I will
Yo.
say that the bear does look skinnier than bears do typically look. And when it was standing up, especially from the back, it did not look like a bear typically looks. Like when you see a bear, it did not look like what a bear would typically
So
look
you still
like.
claim it's a bear then? So you still going along with the bear, but it
I
looks
still
like a
think
bear.
that it was a bear. Yes,
still
at the
saying
end
it's
of
a
the
bear.
day, I do say that it,
So
that it was
I'm
a
gonna
bear.
repeat what you said in my way.
Okay.
Even though it doesn't look like a bear, it was skinnier than a bear. It doesn't look like when it stood up, it doesn't look like a bear at all. But it's gonna be a bear because I'm saying it's a bear.
Right, it was.
Because that's what you saw.
Yes,
You
that's
saw
what I
a
saw.
bear.
Yes,
Thank you for
that's
putting it in
I said
layman's
what I
terms
said.
for me,
It's a
Mike.
bear
Yeah.
in a costume. That's what you're saying there?
It's a bear.
It's
a bear.
Maybe
Bear
it's
stand.
a trans bear.
It's
Yes, Mike. It is a trans bear. The first ever. And it's
with
made
that
in
being,
China.
and with that being said, Mike, go ahead and give your social media
Made in
contacts so that we can
Yes,
get
you
up out of
can
here.
reach me at Mr. Real 121 on Twitter, TikTok, and also Instagram. It's MRREAL 121. Well, I'm sorry, not it's X now. It's not
Right, it's not Twitter no more.
It's not
X.
Twitter. Which be on X.
they don't even
Wait.
they don't even
What?
own the name X. You didn't know that?
What did this happen?
Get on yo.
It happened
I
this
need to know
week.
what's on your algorithm on TikTok because you got to hear all this stuff, man. You gotta
I
get
knew
look at
I
the news on your
saw
stuff.
something come
The
up
bird
with
is
Elon
gone.
Musk.
The bird is
It-
gone. Yes.
I saw something with Elon Musk.
It's just a number of black box
Twitter.
with an S in it.
Yeah, look at the app on your phone. You'll see it looks
I
different.
don't have a Twitter app
When
because
there you
I
go.
don't tweet and I ain't sending X's to nobody. But this one right here.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Anywho, my name is Jennifer. You can call me the Light of the Leo. I am at the Light of the Leo on TikTok. That's my main area that I bees on. And I'm also
bees
at
in
the
the trap.
okay. That's where I
Okay.
bees. And also it's at the Light of the Leo on Instagram. Now say if you send me something via the DMs, you hit this man up and let him know that I need to look at my DM so I can go ahead and do that because I don't think to do that.
Shout out to Aaron.
Well, if
Please
you see
do
it on
that.
TikTok, she'll read it then.
But if it's on TikTok,
Okay. Yes.
I'm
she will
responding.
see it.
She will be there.
regardless, okay? But I do understand not everybody's able to be on TikToks like that. God bless you, and I pray you fight on. And
So-
also, I'm on YouTube at the Light of the Leo. We are now doing so many reviews and stuff, y'all. Right now, every Wednesday at 12, I'm dropping a video for Netflix The Glory. Myself and Jonathan, we're doing reviews on that. And also on Thursdays at 12 p.m., we're dropping videos on Netflix Young Royals. And soon, somebody else is making me watch something, y'all.
Oh.
My husband is going to make me watch, what's it called?
It is called Morals Secret Invasion.
He's making me watch that, and
On
he
Disney
wants
Plus
to
right now.
make sure I put that out as well. So I think that'll be something that'll be coming out every maybe Friday at
Isn't
12.
there a new Marvel movie that's coming out called The Marvels or something of that nature?
Yes, there is a new movie coming out called The Marvels. It was slated to come out in November, but it may change because of the strike.
Writer strike. That's going to slow things down. But yes, I have so much content coming out. Y'all stay tuned. Hopefully, as I continue to get into the technology of things, I really want to do more reaction videos on cute little videos like that. And I do eventually want to have my friend Mike on there as well, so that we can just react to different things and just have some really good conversation about those things. So you guys continue to pay attention to my content at the Leo. Oh, and I'm live on Mondays. Every Monday at 9
on the Leo Show.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Hey, my name is Mr. T.D. McCullum. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I mainly be on the grams of Insta, and I have a YouTube channel where you can find my music as well as stream it on Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, Apple Music, and I have a brand new song out that just came out last Friday. It's called Get Lifted. It is a smooth jazz cover of John Legend's 2004. Amazing smash hit with me and the Light of the Leo.
Yes,
tag teaming. She's doing the background vocals and doing it well with me playing
in the background.
Fantastic.
Singing in the background.
You're not going to a hostile work environment, are you?
Okay, I think there might be.
Was it a hostile work environment, Jennifer?
No, it was a much
was Tyrone cracking the whip
environment.
Was he Ike Turner?
Well, I have to say this: if anybody's being sassy, it's me, because if I don't hear it, I don't hear it.
I don't hear that.
You gonna have to play that note for me, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Find my notes. I'm right here. That's where. All right. Oh, hit me up, Mr. TD McCullum, on all that, and you can find me on all your music streaming platforms as TD McCullum.
You guys can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is jojo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. Once again, please subscribe to JoJo Speaks. Also, Heartstopper, for those who watch Heartstopper on Netflix, the season 2 premiered today. So go out and watch that. I'm not going to make Jennifer watch that because I don't think she's going to enjoy that particular show.
Watch what?
Heartstopper. It's a show on Netflix. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it is a love story between two boys in England, and it's really it's more sappy than Young Royals. Like it's real sappy. Yeah, very, very much so. I don't know if you like it, but anyways, thank you guys. What'd you say, Jennifer?
I'm about to say, you're gonna have to let me see the premise. It's Heartstoppers on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I'll send you a trailer so you can watch. So you can watch the trailer. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. Join us again next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we're gonna say bye for now, y'all. Bye, y'all.
We love you all.
Have a good weekend.
And Lizzo, come on the show and tell your story.
Yes.
We love you over here, Lizzo.
Yeah.
Lizzie.